Hello guys, it's Behemoth here, and it is Christmas, so happy holidays, or whatever you're celebrating, Hanukkah, or whatever you want to call it. It's the holidays, and we have a new tank. It's the, what did I call it? The Light Mark 6C. Or, yeah, that's the Mark 6C, I think. I hope so, or otherwise I will be very stupid. But it's just a somewhat smaller version of the Pz1C. And what do I mean? Well, it is almost the same gun. So this is the British one, this is the Pz1C. And it has a bigger caliber gun, actually. But in the same cells. Shell time loading, it's a bit smaller on this one. But the complete shell loading time is larger on this one. Penetration is lower, but it's also a tier lower, it's tier 2. If that doesn't matter all that much. 1 more damage, but actually is pretty bad. It's worse than the Mauser. Aiming time is worse and it's actually larger. So that's the gun, and is actually quite fast. It has the speed limit of 25.5 kilometers an hour. I think that's about 35 miles per hour, if I'm guessing it right. So, yeah, it's pretty fast. Traverse speed is pretty good as well. It's not as amazing as the 1C, but it's getting there. But the one thing that I have noticed is that there are no premium ammo, only in the AP rounds. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these on, resupply automatically, and we'll have a game in this one. And because it's Christmas, I thought, well, let's do the T29, and then even something bigger, the JagdTiger. So those are the things for today, and we're going right ahead. So I woke up pretty early this morning, which is great. Well, great, it's... Because of my work, I wake up earlier than normal. And, well, what do you know? A lot of people play the Light Mark 6C. Yeah, it's... just to test it out. And I did just retrain my crew. Or, retrained, I just trained some crew to 75% instead of the normal 50% that you start off with. So, and it's not for gold, so anyone should just do that, because it's better that way. And I have motion blur on at low, so I hope it's not making anybody sick. If it is making you sick, then just tell me and I will just set off completely. Because, well, yesterday I played a bit high and, oh, it's making my FPS a little bit low, so let's just set it off completely. Or is it motion blur low? Yeah, just set it off. That's better. Oh. What's not better is that I'm hitting a tree. So we're just gonna go ahead and get over here. Get over here. And as you can see, oop, there's already one guy gone. I just needed to avoid our friendly T18. Just gonna go and reload it quickly. Which might be a stupid mistake, because, well, 20 seconds is not a small amount of time, but it actually works out in the end. I see 88 kilometers an hour. It's good enough for a small tank. But if you hit a tree, it's just gonna go down the drain really fast. We're just gonna go ignore some people. And go ahead over here. Our T18s are just clearing up, just amazingly. This is a really fast one, so taking out the 2 tanks was a good decision of me. Can hit this guy. As you can see, the penetration is pretty bad and you cannot do anything about it. So where are the rest of the guys? Probably in spawn just yet. Just over here or over there, most likely. We haven't got anybody over there, so that's where you most likely will be hiding. That's my guess. And I think a lot of you guys agree with me. See, there's the Genie. Or at least one of them. And one guy's internet is breaking down, which is not that good. And that's the other Genie. Of course, this is 8.10 because it came out yesterday night or yesterday. And yeah, I've been thinking about going for the Japanese, but to be honest, I really didn't enjoy playing the lower tier tanks. They didn't seem to appeal to me. The higher tier tanks, well, they do not have a whole lot of armor and not a whole lot of room to for errors. So that's why I'm not going over there for the Japanese. But I am going over here trying to get these guys. The Genie is fucked, by the way. And this was such a... Yep, he is so screwed. And that was a pretty fast one. So, I didn't do a whole lot because I just ran behind the T18s. The T18s are actually quicker than me. So, you know. And and because... Yeah, the whole armor... The armor is bad, so... Any light Mark 6 versus another light Mark 6, they will just shoot out everything because it's a machine gun and just go straight through. I actually killed the driver. So this thing is actually not that bad. The penetration is pretty bad, and I think the engine power could be a little bit more. I think 100 horsepower would be amazing because then you will go and get that top speed of 25 kilometers an hour. Actually quite fast. So now we're going to get a T29, and as you can see, it's not completely stuck, it's not completely upgraded as well. Don't have the top turret and don't have the top engines. Right now I just want to get the freaking gun out of the way, and because of the gun is a bit heavy, I need to install the tracks. So now I'm going for the engines, and only at last the turrets. And why do I do that? Because, well, it's not a whole lot of difference. The view range is... Well, the view range is way better. But I can mount a gun on the stock turret, and the armor is the same. So the only thing I will get is view range, and it hasn't bothered me all that much. So we're just gonna go ahead and play the T29. And even without the top engines, it's actually not all that bad. Pretty quick. But with the top engines, well, then it will be a whole different matter entirely. But what I've been playing as well, or been grinding as well yesterday night, was the Sexton. I want to get the Mighty Bird, the FV304. And I've been going up the Chinese lines a little bit more. And I've been thinking about going for the German medium tanks, the Panther line, the Panther E50 and E50M line. That's my goal. But I'm not going to rush through the German line because, well, it's not all that bad, to be honest. Panther, well, it's not like any other medium tank alike. Just as hello, KV5. You know, I do want to go over there as well, so you know. As you can see, I'm going at 31 kilometers an hour, 30, which is not bad for a T9 for a heavy tank. So it's manageable. Of course, with the top engine, it will be pretty good. It's pretty manageable with without these top turret, without the top engine. Yeah, I can't speak today. I'm just woken up, so I just woken up with it's, you know, stuff. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Thanks, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Oh, Hellcat is in a good position. And that's why this map is actually quite unbalanced. If you start up in the north, then you have a great advantage in this little side. Because if somebody goes to sit up there, spot everything coming through, then yes, the entire freaking enemy team is screwed. Now in this position, a view range would have been quite nice, but I don't seem to have it. T29, Tiger 1 hit me. We're just gonna go sit there. I know that there's stuff there, and I'm not going to fall back. Right here, I'm in a very good position. They can only see my turrets, and they will not ever go through that. You just know that they're on the side of the house. I just need confirmation, and then I could just sit more comfortably. Okay, 5 got hit. I think I just been unspotted. We really need to spot those guys. Yeah, the Tiger 1 is still trying to hit me, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. There's the T34 too. You cannot see him. You can see him a little bit. Not a whole lot, so. Okay. I critted him. I shot straight into his gun, which would never have penetrated. Or, well, not with this gun. Yes, T29 is dead, and the K1S with the derp gun is dead as well. We're going to get flanked from the left side, so that's the thing. This KV2, I have no idea what he's doing behind me like that. And this KV5 is just doing stuff, I think. I have no idea what he's doing. But we are capturing the base, so they need to come to us very quickly. Of course, because we have the hill and we have a lot of tier 8 still left alive, then this isn't that bad. As you don't wipe it to dust, of course. I cannot see the ISU 152, but I will in a moment. See, oh, 112 over there. And because I have the 112 myself, I know exactly where to hit. Not on the third, because that will be stupid. I can see a little bit of it. Shot straight into him. First try to use my gun depression for the best of my abilities. He shot. I shot him again. The ISU 152 needs to die right now. And quickly. Of course, without being bumped into by a friendly guy. Come on, get out of my way. Thank you very much. Now if you can bait this 112 into fighting the KV2. Here's the derp gun, so if you can just hit him once in the side, that would be quite good. That bounced off, of course. Yeah. That JagdTiger cannot hit me. So I'm just going around, I think. Yeah, just go around. Come on, I6, go over there. Yeah, go. Of course, there's the T32. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I'm fucking dead right now. Because my allies just don't want to go over here. And I completely whipped the shot, so that's bad. But the guy is almost dead. The T2 was of the KV2, I have no idea what he's doing. Yeah, you can see my gun. I need more room to maneuver. Sort of being a little bit. Oh, that's good. Now I can move back over here. The I6 is keeping the T32 busy, so that's good. in the side, it's good. Nice 6. And we're quite dead because the cap zone is just... T29 is coming from me apparently. Can I6 just move? Not with your rear. What is he doing? Is he moving really out with his rear? That's just silly. Let's go around here. If I can at least kill this T29 off, then it would be great. And it bounced apparently. And I'm quite dead. How the fuck did I bounce? Seriously. Oh, you can see the bounce mark. Oh, that's just stupid. Apparently I need to set my graphics lower because the FPS is dropping like mad. Of course, because of the new engine, it's just... and really in the... yeah. What were the... yeah, shadows low. Lighting quality, yeah, just on high. Extra effects, medium. Effects sniper mode, medium. And that's about it. And that would be better. Of course we lost, so yeah. Let's see, we did bad, so I didn't mind. Yeah, we didn't all that great. The enemy were just better. The JagdTiger 88, he was doing a very good job. Nasrun did a very good job. Of course, some unlucky bounces with playing and recording it's just really bad. So now we got a better chance. Because it's actually a tier 7 battle and not a whole lot of tier 7s. And hoping my FPS will not drop all that dramatically. It's just seems better right now. The things I always lower are the flora density, the foliage density, shadows mostly, and well, extra effects like sniper mode. And if you can see, I don't have the shadow when zooming in. That is a mod in Locastan's Modpack. If you haven't noticed it or didn't know where you could find my mods, it's always in the description below. There you can find all the mods that I have, and they're categorized with a map, like the shadow remover is the shadow scope remove map in the mod package, so we quite easily know where it is and what it is. And our eyes is just sitting in base, doing absolutely nothing. Because I'm a T29, I really like to use my gun depression and my turret armor. And that was the grill. It was definitely the grill. Not just any grill, just the grill. And that JagdTiger just got a surprise. Christmas gift! And the sound just got off a little bit right now. No idea what happened. Hello, Hellcat. I just dropped it. In situations like this, yeah, the top turret will be better. But I really need to get my top engines. Need more mobility to maneuver. Of course, alright, that's the grill. So the grill's found me. It's looking better than it did, so I really need to get some guy spotting. I wonder if I can see that guy. No, I cannot. That guy. Oh, grill, I'm not there. I'm not there anymore, just stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. You're wasting time. And that was a shot in his side. He did not expect that, so the M4 and the Pz1 should have no problem with him anymore. just for good measure. Oh, hopefully reload in time. If he stops there, okay. That's even better. So what do we have left? The IS and the Panther. Or yeah, the Panther is over there. The Black Prince is over on the right as well. I'm just gonna go over here. Try and get a little bit more forward. If you can see the hill, that's amazing. Oh, type 58 over there. And that was by the 50 meters rule, so he spotted me as well. Type 58 the M4 and Pence 4 can handle. Not a whole lot of problems. Oh, hey, hello, Chinokai. And that bounced. My ping is... I have no idea what my ping is doing. It's jumping from 60 to 80 to 90. It's going all over the place. And I do not like it. No sir, I do not. But the Black Prince is surrounded and the Panther as well. So I'm going very sneakily over here. What do you think of that? Yeah. So type 58. Oh, don't get stuck. That would be embarrassing. Hello, Chinokai. And the IS is over there, which is bad. Very, very bad. And the Stuart Emil is over here. And the T150 is my friend. So I need to turn around. Turn around. Because every now and then I'm getting shot in the sides. It's not just all that nice. So turn around. So we're leaving the Jagdpanzer 4 to our friendlies. We're going to hunt for the IS. The IS is over here. And that IS is running away. He thinks a artillery kill, a tier 5 artillery kill, is far more worth it than damaging a tier 7. Spoiler, it does not. You might get a kill. You might not even get a kill. Because only a T29 is going to cap. I do not have good shots on him. And for situations like this, I really need my top engines. Because in wet ground like this, the maneuverability is really, really bad. Speed is bad. I mean, 20 kilometers an hour is pretty awful. But now that the IS is there, the IS has the top gun apparently. Or so it seems. I do see a lot of ISs actually playing without a top gun. It's playing with the stock gun, which is not good at all. Same. That was a bounce. We're going to ram it. The IS is... and he's going to reload for me. So that was the game with the T29. Didn't do a whole lot, but I held the hill. Or the entrance to the hill. Which is very, very important. As you can see, I actually am third on the list. Because 1200 potential damage saved, not a whole lot. The T29 even had more. But that was a well fought victory. The guys on the right just completely ruffle stomped the guys over there as well. So let's now get to the big gun. Yeah, the JagdTiger. And well, I sold the Ferdinand to get to the JagdTiger. Yeah, it's a bit sad because I actually love the Ferdinand. That thing Hulldown at tier 8 is pretty good. But the JagdTiger Hulldown at tier 9 and tier 10 is pretty good as well. And this is a tier 10 battle. And they actually have the VIC 7201K. And if you didn't know, that's the tank that was gifted to the top guys on the Hall of Fame in the second campaign. Yeah, that was for Clan Wars. And there's an M60 as well on our team. A lot of pretty good guys. So, and the M60 was for the previous one, for the previous campaign. And if you can see it, no, they're all over there. So I'm just going to go over here. And, well, the VK 7201 is actually just a a Löwe that had sex with the VK452E, because it is the, yeah, it's just like the Löwe turret with yes, rear mounted. It has quite a lot of armor. It's quite good. So, and the enemy T29 is going through the middle, but so are our Centurion 1 and D57 heavy, so he's gonna have a bad time. Apparently I'm the only one over here, which doesn't sound all that great. But remember, I'm a JagdTiger. This thing actually has gun depression, so if I go down. Yeah, for a German that is quite alright. Look at that, that's really good actually. So I can go a little bit on this hill, go a Hulldown, and they will not be able to penetrate my superstructure whatsoever. There are no weak spots at all. They can, however, penetrate the lower plate really easily. If I go like this, I cannot shoot them. But that's okay. I just need to hold a line, and I just need to spot them. The ISU-152 can apparently shoot him, or some guys can. So they see me, like, hey, I'm over here, shoot me, shoot me. They want to shoot me, or they're looking at me. So they're not looking at my friendlies, they just come strolling through the middle. And there's a waffle trigger E100 coming over here as well. At M103, do you want to shoot me, guy? Do you want to shoot me? Do you? And yeah, that was, I have no idea where it went. So now, because he fired, I'm just gonna push up. He's gonna sit over here. I think straight to his gun. And he got tracked. He really needs to get back up. Just a cycle. Peak of turret. And where did he penetrate? I have no idea. Oh, he just can penetrate the turret apparently. And that M103, I think he's mad because I killed his friend. So he's trying to kill me. Which he can try. And apparently a JagdTiger is more important than all the tier 10s in the middle. So now we're just gonna go and look at our friendly over here. So this is the VK, the 7201K. As you can see, it is the Löwe turret. It looks like the Löwe gun. It really looks like, well, a slimmed out version of the VK452 chassis. Right now, yeah. For the artillery focusing on me instead of all the other guys that he should have shot at instead of me. Yes, I was going to break through there, but there was still the AMX-50B over there, and there was still a Panther 2. I still was already dead, I think. There's still other guys that he should have shot at that were far more important. Let's go see the M60. Well, the M60 is just M48 pattern with a massive spotlight on the front and a big turret. And the M60 actually was used in the I think the Vietnam War. And it's pretty accurate, pretty fast firing. It doesn't have a whole lot of alpha damage, I don't think. That we'll see in a moment. So the VK is, well, he has enough health, does now. And the thing about the M60 as well is that it doesn't have a whole lot of turret armor. The M60 just is for the Panther 2. It does have quite good penetration though. The Indian Panzer fired. He's waiting for the M40 to fire. He did miss. Oh wow! It's actually 400 damage. I was wrong. It's quite good, the up damage, and the reload time is really good. As you saw it, it reloads before the Indian Panzer does. But now back to the VK. Yeah, this it's a pretty good tank. But as with all tanks, the sides and rear are just pretty bad. And I think this tank side scraping is just a beast. Because if you shoot at this angle, then shots go through here, then they would just bounce off. Here they would just bounce off. Third they would just bounce off, as you can see. Shot went even angled a little bit more, it just bounced off. And even shots at his turret, cheeks bounce off immediately. Third is not that big. But the gun method is pretty big, like the low it is. So those will just bounce off. Unless you shoot straight in the gun, I don't think. But there's only those guys over there, and the M60 is having fun with them. And he's actually shot into the gun of the Modpack E100, and that's the only thing on the turret that will bounce. So there's the AMX M40 or the 5100, and ran for the kill. I am pretty proud of that. And M40 just yeah. And another ram. Oh wow, I'm really proud of that. And well, because I was spectating, then you see the chat message actually popping up as well. So didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. I did hit the M103 twice, but because potential damage received and damage due to player's assistance, you know, that does count for a whole lot. 700, 700, 800. Yeah, spawning damage is also quite good. So that side was held, and the M60 on the other side was doing quite well. The VK just strolled through and completely owned through the middle. Yeah, the guys, the ISU 152 got shot in. The Waffle Trigger E100 got shots in. So yeah, I held that side. I did get shot at by the other side, the M103, one of them at least, and he was quite mad that I killed his friend. So that's the thing. And the artillery was actually quite mad as well that I killed a M103. So yeah, that can happen. We had 4 games actually, 3 wins, so not that bad. 75% win rate for 4 games. Yeah. Win 7, not that good, because I didn't do a whole lot myself. My allies were just better than the enemy team, and I was focused down in some games. And in other games I just held one side and didn't see a whole lot of action. So that can happen. But we did win, so that's more important to me than actually doing something. So, Merry Christmas everybody, Happy Holidays, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, because there's another question of the day for me. Have a good one, guys.